Good morning. It is Tuesday, May the 5th. We've already passed May the 4th be with you. And on May the 4th be with you, I was out picking up an order at Joann's. And I'd gone up to State College to pick the order up. And I thought they opened up at 10 o'clock. They didn't open up until noon. So I went on to Wally World. Now, there are two Walmarts there in the State College, and one Walmart I have not been in quite a while. So I thought I would go check that Walmart out and see if they had any fabric. And they did. They had a couple of pieces. And as I'm standing there at the cutting table, there's this girl that comes up to get some things for cry cut, and she's asking what the price is. I mean, she jumped right in front of me. And I'm sitting there. And the girl's, look, she's scanning the thing to look it up. And I look over at her, and she's got her mask down under her nose. I said, it really bothers me that these people wear their masks down under their nose. They shouldn't even be wearing a mask. As an infectious disease nurse, I can tell you that doesn't do you or anyone else a bit of good. And quite frankly, if it wasn't going to harass the police, I would call them to come pick you up. She pulled the mask up over her nose. Well, I have a hard time breathing. Don't come into Walmart. Have them ship it to you. Come on, people. All week long I have been seeing people doing that. It's ridiculous. Any of you that follow Final Fantasy and Yoshi P, you may have seen the video he did about wearing masks. And let's put it this way, Yoshi P is a germaphobe anyway. But it's pretty funny, his video, him dangling it off his ear. This is not the proper way to wear the mask. No. Under the nose. No. So, it's a cute video. But Yoshi P, I understand. I feel the same way. And I'm not even a big germaphobe. But people, if you're not going to wear the mask properly, don't go out in public. Stay home. Shop online, have it delivered to your house. If I could get that fabric delivered to my house, I would have. But, no. It's either curbside pickup. Everything you order online comes back canceled, 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 canceled. After they've already confirmed. I'm losing my mind, people. Anyway, when I got to Joann's, I did find some other fabric. And I did pick up some other fabric to purchase. And as I was leaving, I stopped to give my pickup order. And that order I told you about last week that I'd gotten, it was confirmed, and then it said it was canceled. It was sitting there on top of my other order in all its glory. So apparently it had not been canceled. And I looked at her when she brought it over. I said, "Two?" I said, "The other one, everything I saw said it was all canceled." She goes, "Nope. One. Here. Have a great day." So, I don't know. Even fabric is getting hard to find. A lot of the fabric, that we're seeing does come from China, comes from India, comes from Turkey. Where's the other one I've seen? Vietnam. Very few are made in the U.S. There's only one company I know that makes it in the U.S. And yes, they're still cranking out fabric. It is a little higher price, but you know what? It's American made. I don't mind paying a higher price. But then I had an interesting interaction in Joann's. There was a nurse there. She had her phone up. She's wearing her mask. You know, we're all wearing our mask. And she's looking around. She's holding her phone up. And I don't know what she was doing. I've never had any luck going into the store, looking up a fabric, you know, online, and then being able to locate it in the store the way she was trying to. And she was in her nurse's outfit. But she was bouncing around like, honestly, like she was tweaking. And I said to her, "What are you looking for? Maybe between you and me we can both find it." And she wouldn't give me an answer. I said, "Well, you know, I could help you while you're looking. You can get it." And she's like, "It says it's here. It's 100% cotton." I'm like, "Okay, you know, give me a clue what it looks like, and maybe I can help you find it." She's like, "Oh, well, I got to get to work anyway." So she's stopping at the cutting desk, and the gal behind the desk says to her, "Well, yeah, you can try to order it online, and then you can pick it up here." And she made a comment, "Well, I've got to get back to work. I was getting this for mask." And I said to her, "Do you need mask?" I said, "Do you work at Mount Lindley?" She said, "Yes, but what is that your business?" I said, "Well, I have 50 masks made at home. Another 50 that I'm going to finish this afternoon. I'd be more than happy to send them up your way." She turned around and walked out. I thought, that is the most bizarre interaction I've ever had, even with a healthcare worker. So I don't know what was going on. Maybe it was stress from being at work. You know, I don't know. But it gets a little bizarre sometimes when you get into these interactions. But yeah, come on, people. If you're going to put your mask on, wear it correctly. That drives me nuts. It just does. It drives me nuts. And then, of course, on top of that, now in the news, we're hearing that there's a new strain of coronavirus that's even deadlier than the first. And I'm like, really? And now we have murder hornets? What? I'm thinking, you know what? I need to give me a gun so I can shoot those hornets out of the air. I see one of those coming, I'm running. Fat girl running. So you see me running, you better run too. So, yeah, it gets a little crazy. Although yesterday afternoon I was working on some very pleasant masks. I had gotten some of the balloon animal balloon print, you know. So I was making masks out of that, and it just had me giggling, you know, seeing that. So it wound up being a halfway decent day, but bizarre. And my husband told me when I got home, he goes, "You look exhausted." I said, "I am." I said, "I had to screw around for 2 hours in State College and waiting on Joann's to open to pick up my fabric. And I hate going that far. I really hate going that far. And I thought, well, I'll go by Michael's, you know, and see if I can get some jump rings. The day before I called and they said they were open. Then I get up there and it says closed till further notice. And then it says when you walk in, they'll be taking your temperatures. And I'm like, I don't understand. You're closed till further notice, but you're going to take my temperature when I come in the store. It said employees and customers, but we're closed till further notice. So anyway, I didn't get any jump rings, turned around and walked away, and stopped over at the pet store to look at the animals. Had to kill some time. What are you going to do? I didn't bring crochet or knitting with me. Can't knit and crochet while I'm driving. just kind of piddle-fart around here and there, sat out in the car, listened to a little Casting Crowns, till Joanne's finally open. Murder hornets. Have you seen those things? I was watching a news story about it, and they look awful. They're scary looking. And they grab the bees and bite their heads off. Yeah, you're going to have to die, you murder hornets. We're going to have to get rid of you. Carry around tennis rackets to bat them out of the air, I guess. I don't know. Crazy. I don't have anything to show. I did a little bit of knitting. Not much. Got about that much done. I have watched a few videos, YouTube videos, past couple of nights in the evening. So, I'm still working at it, still going strong, doing stuff. Wednesday at our prayer shawl meeting. It's not actually a prayer shawl meeting, but the pastor and I are going to be there, available for them to come pick up yarn if they need to pick up yarn. So I've also asked the pastor to send out a notice that if anyone needs masks, there will be some available there that they can come pick up if they need masks. I do ask for a donation to help pay for shipping for the healthcare workers, that kind of thing. But if they can't afford it, don't worry about it. Just come get masks. I think we're in this mask business for quite some time. However, I have decided Thursday I am going to make 2 bags. Yep, gonna make 2 bags. No mask on Thursday, 2 bags. That's what I'm gonna do. Already got them cut out. Gonna do them. Gonna take a little break from the mask that day. And since there's nothing else to show you or tell you other than I'm crazy and I'm losing my mind, it's time for some WIT and Tarnation. Now, this story, I kind of loved the idea of what the guy was doing. The whole thing. But scaring the kids, that was a little out of line. However, I did enjoy this story, and I enjoyed watching the video. Grim Reaper visiting Florida beaches to protest reopening. A Florida man is protesting the governor's decision to reopen the state's beaches by visiting the shore dressed as the Grim Reaper. Daniel Ulfelder turned heads Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at beaches across Walton County when he donned his death costume and wandered the sand to protest the reopening of the beaches amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The Grim Reaper represents death. This is a deadly virus. It's a global pandemic, he told WMBB-TV. He's a lawyer. He said he wants residents to reconsider foregoing self-isolation while the coronavirus continues to spread. People are going to get hurt, and that's what I'm here for. I wish I didn't have to do this, but nobody else is doing it, Ulfelder said. Ulfelder tweeted a video Sunday showing his encounter with a police officer who said a beachgoer had complained about his costume frightening children. And I can understand how it would frighten children. He's walking around with this plastic scythe, and just scary look to see somebody dressed like that. But the sarcastic me loves it. Okay, this one is really cute because I'm thinking, I wonder what the police helicopters thought when they were, surveilling this residence. Reported tiger in British countryside was life-sized sculpture. About 10 armed police officers and a helicopter crew responded to a rural property on a report of a loose tiger that turned out to be a life-size sculpture. Kit, sorry, I'll get a drink. Sorry about that. The pollen count is high here, so the allergies kick in. Even though I'm on the inside of the house, it still seems to like come through. Kent police confirmed the officers and a National Police Air Service helicopter responded to Moat Road in Inkham, Kent, England on Saturday after a member of the public reported spotting a big cat in the area. My son Duncan rang up and said there were armed police on the hill leading up to my house, resident Juliet Simpson, 85, told The Guardian. 10 of them. By then I could see the helicopter above, and I thought, goodness me. So then I walked up the road and saw the police Land Rover. I went up and said, do you want to be introduced to this tiger? The tiger was actually a life-size sculpture Simpson had assembled from chicken wire and resin more than 20 years ago. Simpson said the officers were amused by the mix-up and posed for photos with the tiger sculpture. They liked the model and they said they thought it was very lifelike. They said they had to respond to people's concerns, Simpson said. Simpson's granddaughter Martha posted photos of the sculpture and the amused police officers to Twitter. My granny is a sculptress. Today 10 armed police and a helicopter were called to her house after walkers reported a tiger in the woods. This is the tiger, she wrote. It's an amazing picture to actually see the sculpture that she created because it's amazing. Now this one I thought was rather cute. I saw it on Facebook. But I also knew there was a story somewhere around about it. Of course, it takes you to a Japanese paper. I don't read Japanese, so it didn't help me. But here's the story. Japanese aquarium asking public to video chat with skittish eels. An aquarium in Japan is asking members of the public to video chat with its eels to keep the animals accustomed to humans during the coronavirus lockdown. The Sumida Aquarium in Tokyo, which is home to about 300 spotted garden eels, said the ocean creatures had grown accustomed to the presence of humans peering into their tanks, but since the aquarium closed March 1st due to COVID-19 pandemic, the eels have started to become more skittish. It seems like the spotted garden eels are getting used to a non-human environment and have forgotten about people. When the staff pass in front of them, they start hiding in the sand, the aquarium said in a statement on its website. The facility announced it is holding a face-showing festival May the 3rd through the 5th for members of the public to use FaceTime on Apple devices to video conference with the eels on screens set up around the tanks. Technology is amazing. The announcement said the eels will be able to see the callers and the callers will hopefully be able to see the eels. We hope that our spotted garden eels will start remembering human beings, the aquarium said. We also do hope that we can offer something good and useful for your stay home period. That's amazing. And you know, there are a lot of zoos that have virtual going to the zoo tours. So, yeah, check some of those out. I'll try to find some links for you for some of those. Next story. You know how the other day I told you the earth has a way of healing itself? And a lot of people always talk about when we put up a city or something like that, it drives nature outside of the city. But then again, when the city's not busy, Nature claims back the city. Deer take over formerly busy streets of Pennsylvania City. A resident of Pennsylvania City captured a video of a herd of deer leisurely strolling through the formerly busy road amid the coronavirus lockdown. The video, filmed Thursday, shows about 10 deer walking through the middle of an empty North Avenue and Grant Avenue in Millville. The resident said the streets are normally busy during the day, but have been emptied by the COVID-19 pandemic. The sighting took place about a month after a herd of deer was spotted taking over the empty campus of the University of Pittsburgh. So see, it's not all bad being on the earth these days. Now this next story makes me wonder about some human beings. Are they truly sick, as in mentally ill? Or are they just so antagonistic that they don't care what they do and they do these things to get attention? This is a story about a woman in Sumter, South Carolina. She was arrested for a licking spree. A woman who allegedly licked her hands and touched food items and several services at a South Carolina grocery store and sandwich shop was arrested. Shanier Gibson Holliday was taken into custody Saturday after Sumter police responded to reports of a suspicious person at an IGA grocery store. Police said surveillance video from the store showed Holliday, 38, licking her hands and coughing before touching food items and freezer doors. The incident came after the manager of a Substation 2 sandwich shop said a woman was seen licking coins and putting them back into the shop's tip jar the previous week. The shop's manager said the woman also licked her hands before handing money over to the clerk, touched the shop's debit card machine. Deputies said the woman exited the store before the workers were done making her food and told them she will be back. Deputies did not find her at the shop when they arrived after the incident, the state reported. Holliday was put on trespass notice for all Substation 2 sandwich shops and charged with aggravated breach of peace and food tampering. She's being held at a detention center on a $100,000 bond. She was also issued a violation citation for the state's home or work order and was ordered to be tested for the novel coronavirus. It was not immediately clear if she had a lawyer who could comment on her behalf. We need to pray for these people. You know, there's something wrong with them. That's not funny. In this day and time, it's dangerous. And it's just plain gross. Not to mention her doing all of that, but she could have got something awful from doing it by touching all these surfaces and whatnot. So, I leave you on that note. While there is a part of me that says be kind to her, pray for her, and hope that she has an excellent attorney, there is also a part of me that says take her to the first mental hospital you can find and put her away. I want to be kind, but when people are doing stupid stuff like that, I have trouble being kind. But I'm still going to try. Everybody have a great week. I'll see you later when I come with you from some tales in the trenches of the mask making endeavors. All right, bye.